Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you for being here. The topic here sounds like a fantasy. In contrast to common sense, inconceivable and impossible, but it is true. Religion of Islam is universal and transdimensional, and the proof of it is self-evident, elegant, and simple. Independent of our opinions and perspectives, in pure mathematics, and the main factors of the equations and the source of information are the 5 integers of daily prayer format. The 5 integers, independent of our perception of physical reality, within the context of the Quran and number theory, elegantly describe the universe in a beautiful and cohesive mathematical frame that is beyond the reach of human perception, science, and applied mathematics. The first 3 slides of this video are the background information, and the next 16 slides are the proof of divine origin of religion of Islam and its universal and transdimensional nature. The cause of seasonal and daylight changes and the timing of the sunrise and sunset during the year is the angle of intersection of the plane of ecliptic, which is the path of the sun in the sky during the year, and that of the equator. In 3-dimensional space, the intersection angle is 23.5 degrees. The 5 daily prayers have a total of 17 symmetrical rak'ats. Direction of prayer is facing the Kaaba. Daily prayers have fixed number of rak'ats and order linked to positions of the sun in the sky, the ecliptic. The prayers begin with a 2 rak'ats prayer before the sunrise in twilight zone, a 4 rak'ats prayer after the high noon, another 4 rak'ats in the afternoon, a 3 rak'ats after the sunset in twilight zone, and another 4 rak'ats is in the night when it's dark, but before the midnight. With this brief description, we know that the 2 rak'ats prayer is before the 3 rak'ats prayer. The 2 and 3 are in twilight zone. The 2 and 3 are prime numbers. The 2 and 3 are in rotational symmetry, and only one of the 5 prayers is in the night, green arrows. The first reference to prayer in the Quran is in chapter 2, verse 3. And here there are 2 hints about the daily prayers. The first one is that there are invisible dimensions. That's very clear from the verse itself, with the word unseen before prayer. So the first one is there are invisible dimensions. And number 2 is that the 2 and 3 of the prayer format, the 2 and 3 of the verse, and the 2 and 3 of the 23rd secret code of the Quran. There are 29 secret codes. Inshallah, we work with them in future discussions, are about the symmetry of the intersection angle of 23 degrees. And once again, because this is very significant, we also know that one of the 5 prayers is in the night when it's dark, low visibility, and sin. Proof. The 5 integers of daily prayers will prove that the 2 and 3 of the prayer format are about the symmetry of the intersection angle of 23 degrees. Number 2, the 5 integers tell the story of the entanglement of 2 different reference frames and realities. Here, picture on the left side, you can see that the intersection angle of 23 degrees forms the right triangle of 23, 90, 67 degrees. That is almost a Pythagorean triple. And 67 degrees angle is the supplementary angle of 113 degrees, which is the solution of the equation of the first 4 integers of daily prayer format when they are raised to powers of e, the natural log. Now we raise the same 4 integers to powers of 5. This is equal to the symmetry of the 23 intersection angle. Self-evident, elegant, and simple. Clearly in this, there are signs for those who reflect. Here, we have an intricate frame of reference with 5 dimensions and almost complete symmetry. Here, in descending order, we raise the 5 integers of the prayer format to powers of 5 to 1. This is equal to 365, the number of days of a year of the 2 entangled reference frames. Self-evident, elegant, and simple. Inshallah, we will present more information about this 5-dimensional reference frame in future discussions. But for now, we will reflect on the reference frame that is entangled with this reference frame. The human reference frame. Daily prayer format in 3-dimensional space. human reference frame. The angle of intersection in human reference frame is 23.5 degrees, as we saw earlier. The picture here shows the north and south poles, the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn at 23.5 degrees, north and south, and the equator. This is a typical picture that you can see in a seismic. Here, the sum of the cubes of the 5 integers of daily prayers is 227, and partition of the great circle into arcs of 133 and 227 degrees generates the angle of intersection of 23.5 degrees. And this is how. Here we have two identical partitions of the great circle, with one of them showing the rotation of 180 degrees. When we superimpose these two partitions, this is what we get. Here we get two arcs of 133 degrees, north and south of the circle, and two arcs of 47 degrees, east and west. And here, the drawing based on 227 perfectly describes the Earth and Sun geometry and the angle of intersection of 23.5 degrees. The two geometries here are identical, and the proof is self-evident, in plain sight, elegant, and simple. Daily prayers are performed facing direction of the Kaaba, with geographical latitude of 21.5 degrees north. Now we reflect on the mathematical relationships of the daily prayer and the Kaaba. It has been known that latitude of the Kaaba divides the great circle into the whole number golden arcs of 137 and 223 degrees. But what has not been known is this. The latitude of the Kaaba is a function of the 5 integers of daily prayer format, D and pi p. This means the value of latitude of Kaaba, K, depends on the values of the 5 integers of daily prayer format, D and pi. E. In other words, the Kaaba is not in a random location. It is there by design. Here the proof is self-evident, elegant, and simple. And indeed, in this, there are many signs for those who reflect. Inshallah, we will continue this work with additional proof in the following discussions. Thank you for watching, and God bless you all.